welcome to the TMZ podcast. I'm Charlie Neff.
I'm Edward Lewis.
Edward Lewis in the house.
Back again.
Wow. Oh my
moment.
God, we're back again. I
saw them at Stagecoach.
Wait, stop.
Like,
oh yeah, I forgot they
Front row,
performed.
amazing for like 20 minutes, and then it became like, all right, let's
Sad.
get out of here.
Oh, no, I'm gonna be seeing them in
they're
Vegas.
awesome, but it was just like at the end of the day, you're watching like 5 old guys pretend to be a boy.
Oh, you're a hater.
But for the first like
An
20
old
minutes,
guy
I'm like,
watching
this
old
rocks.
guys.
And yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Well, Charlie Cotton is out on the field. There's a lot going on today. We have so many fun topics to go over with you guys. We're going to be starting off with Brooklyn Beckham. He is having some major drama with his family, David and Victoria, and a very interesting character has entered the chat to defend his parents. Also, we're going to be telling you all about the Cyrus, so many family drama. The Cyrus family drama because Tish, Miley's mom, has unfollowed her amid maybe Miley reconciling with her father, Billy. We'll get all into that. And lastly, Ed, he's got all the details about Paul Pierce.
Kind of family drama with the Celtics, you could
Oh,
say.
yeah, okay.
It's a lot of family.
Paul Pierce is currently, we're filming this at, what time is it right now?
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. So at this moment, Paul Pierce, famous Celtics, former Celtics player, legend.
NBA legend, yeah.
Is currently going for a walk in LA.
Yeah, you can call it that.
Yeah, and Edward is going to tell us all about that.
Yeah.
So starting off with Brooklyn Beckham, as you guys know, the Beckham family, they are rocky right now, all because Brooklyn's ex, someone actually not even like an ex, it's just someone he used to be romantically involved with.
David Beckham and Victoria Beckham have how many of these kids? I feel like there's Romeo,
kids.
David.
Yep, so it goes Brooklyn.
Brooklyn's the oldest.
Brooklyn, Romeo, Cruz, and then the daughter, Harper.
Okay, so I think that's important because I see so many Beckhams and I don't know which one's which. So
I know them all. You know, Spice Girls fan.
I hope people out there appreciated me saying that. Okay, Brooklyn is the oldest. Now
So Brooklyn, the oldest son, he was once romantically involved with this chick, Kim Turnbull.
Okay.
Well, turns out Kim and him ended things.
Right.
She starts dating the middle brother, Romeo. And Brooklyn is like telling his family, like, okay, she's just trying to get with any Beckham at this point. She's taking advantage of you, Romeo. Romeo basically says, I don't care what you have to say. Cool, thanks for your thoughts. I'm staying with her.
Romeo didn't find it weird? Nobody found it weird that, hey, like, you probably shouldn't be dating your older brother's
not weird enough because we were told they weren't technically like boyfriend and girlfriend. They had some kind of involvement.
Oh, you mean Brooklyn and
Kim.
Turnbull.
Right.
Got it. Okay.
So all we know is that David and Victoria, they've been siding with Romeo on this. They're like, look, we like the girl. If he wants to be with her, that's his choice.
Okay.
But Brooklyn and his wife, Nicola Peltz, they are totally like, we will not be in the same room as her. They've missed out of like big milestone events. Like David Beckham had a huge 50th birthday party in London. Brooklyn and Nicola flew out to London for the big party, but they told Victoria and David, well, we want to see you guys, but we want to see you guys before the party. We don't want to be around Romeo and Kim. And then David and Victoria were like, if you want to see us, you can come to the party. They ended up not seeing them. So it's bad.
So Brooklyn is the one with his panties in a bunch here because his little brother is dating somebody he used to have sex with. But
he thinks this girl is like bamboozling the family.
Well, who cares?
I know. Look, I get
that much? You're going to break up your family over a girl who's not breaking up your family?
And remember, there was issues in the past with like Nicola and Victoria at their wedding. There's been some drama surrounding this couple. But so the new thing is that Brooklyn Beckham's ex, Lexi Wood, she's from like Summer House, reality star. They dated back in like 2019.
Okay.
So she was on Nick Viall's podcast and she was asked about all the drama. Like, look, you know, we're told, we broke the story that Nicola feels like Victoria doesn't, and David don't like her because the way they talk to Brooklyn, she doesn't like that. And she will pop off on them and like speak her mind. Whereas like any other woman would be, you know, kind of scared to say anything.
Well,
to speak
it's
up.
a family dispute. I don't need to be involved in this. I'm here.
Right. But she speaks her mind and she is very protective of her husband.
Okay.
So Lexi Wood on this podcast.
How old is Brooklyn? And How old is he now?
Good question.
Just general, just so I
I
know
want to say maybe late
how
20s.
immature this is.
Maybe
Okay.
in his 20s.
And we think Nicola's right around the same age, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
So Lexi Wood, Brooklyn's ex, was on the Nick Viall podcast, and he was asked about like all the family drama. What was it like with Victoria and David? And she said like she only hung out with them like, you know, every now and then, and like here and there, but that they were so cool. And she said Victoria's a style icon.
Yeah.
And it sounded like she was kind of like defending them.
Absolutely. Do you remember when David was in line for when the Queen died?
Oh yeah, he waited
The
in line
most
like every
normal guy
other person
you would ever imagine. Like, this is a billionaire, and he just sat there and he was talking, he was taking pictures, he was real nice.
This was to pay your respects to the Queen when she passed away. She had like a casket or something. Commoners would wait in like hours long.
I think it was 8 hours. Yeah.
Long line.
Hours long. Yeah.
And he waited in line like everyone else didn't want to cut.
And I know Victoria Beckham is like Posh Spice and all that stuff, and she's probably insufferable too. But like they like, David seems super normal, and I think she over the years has had to have some sort of normalcy as well, because Spice Girls is like been done for 30 years. So
okay,
I'd like to think from everything I've read about this, and thankfully you filled me in on most of it. Like I obviously know David, but I have no idea about the family and the Posh Spice aspect of it.
Well, that's another thing. People around Nicola told us that she doesn't like how like showy David and Posh are. Like they come out and they're
showy,
like they're very like robotic and like going through the emotions. Love the spotlight. And Nicola feels like her and Beckham, they just keep it real.
This feels like Brooklyn Beckham is. And which ones play soccer? None of them do, right? The little ones?
No, Cruz sings. He sings.
Or maybe Romeo was.
No, I think it was soccer. Romeo.
One of them played soccer. I don't know. So what is Brooklyn Beckham's claim to fame other than being David's son?
He's kind of cooking, and he's race car driving.
Okay, so you two are only notable because you're David's son and daughter-in-law, and now we're feuding with you because at one point your slam piece is now hooking up with Romeo. By the way, we've done this story for 5-6 minutes, and we have mentioned 3 Brooklyn Beckham exes in such current piece. How many people did he date?
Oh, a lot. He's Brooklyn Beckham.
Oh, okay, who is Brooklyn Beckham?
Who is
David Beckham's son?
But by the way,
I've never understood, man. I will say though that the clicks on these stories, people care more about this story than I think.
It's insane. It's insane.
And I have no idea who any of these people are outside of David and Posh. It's.
I love that you call her Posh.
I don't.
That's so cute. By the way, we reached out to people around Nicola and Brooklyn after Lexi defended the family, the parents, and we're told on the other side that Lexi never even met David and Victoria.
Oh, so she's
just talking to talk.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah.
I don't know.
I would do the same.
It's weird. Okay, moving on. Another family drama, the Cyrus family. So fans have noticed that Tish, the mom, the matriarch of the family,
you have to explain,
unfollowed her daughter Miley on Instagram.
Achy Breaky Heart and Tish got married.
His name is Billy Ray Cyrus.
Billy Ray Cyrus.
And Tish they had kids.
Miley
is the star kid.
Noah is a DJ, correct?
Possibly. It checks out.
I've seen Noah Cyrus on. Is that?
Singer.
I'm assuming that's the one. Yes. Okay. Noah and Miley, and any other kids?
Probably. Yeah. There's other kids.
But these are the only 2 that anybody knows of.
Well, there's another one that has a podcast. It's okay. Not relevant.
Okay. Tish, the mom, unfollows Miley.
Do you remember there was like all this drama originally? Well, and remember Billy, Tish, divorce. Okay.
Long time ago, right?
Yeah. Ish.
Oh.
And then Tish got remarried to a man that Noah, her daughter, had
I do remember that a little bit,
relationship with, Dominic Parcell.
I do remember that.
Who once dated Anna Lynn McCord, if anyone was a 90210 fan.
I don't know who that is. Okay.
So they had drama there. Well, now Tish has unfollowed Miley, and people think it might be directly related to Billy Ray's post.
Okay.
So you remember Billy Ray, he had another marriage that ended in a fiery flame, no pun intended, with Fire Rose.
Oh.
He has now hard launched a relationship with Elizabeth Hurley, icon,
Who's
Austin
that?
Powers. Please no, Edward.
Okay.
And so all of a
model
sudden,
or actress?
Actress.
Okay.
But could be a model.
Okay.
Or probably was a model.
Okay.
So he's got a new relationship, and he posted something on social media being like, like, posting a video of Miley from back in the day from Hannah Montana and was like, "I can't wait to see you again." So everyone was like, because he doesn't have a good relationship with Miley. They're, like,
Right.
estranged.
I'm
So all of
big
a
into
sudden, he's like, "I can't wait to see you again." So people are like, "Wait, what? Did they patch things up?" And then Tish unfollows Miley.
Okay.
Like, she doesn't want, almost like a response, like she
Sure.
doesn't want Miley to repair things with Billy.
Okay.
That's the story.
Do we think that Miley and Tish were close? I get
Yes.
the vibe that Miley like didn't care about any of
No,
her
it
parents.
seemed like
She's
she took
twerking up on
Tish's
stage and
No, she took
undies.
Tish's side in the Billy Tish divorce.
Okay. How long ago was Billy Tish divorced? You gotta give me a ballpark.
Okay, 8 years ago.
Oh, it's like recent.
Yeah, I mean, definitely my
Oh.
time here at TMZ.
So Billy Ray Cyrus and Tish Cyrus were together for that long?
Yeah, they had kids.
And then she had an estranged relationship with Billy, though.
Who?
Miley.
Yeah, because of the divorce.
So for the first 20 years of her life, she was okay with Billy, and she was still doing all that twerking
Well, I
and stuff
mean,
on
it was
stage?
her dad.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Okay. Well,
That's the story.
I-
How do you feel about it?
just a lot of people I don't know.
Do you have drama in your family?
Not at all.
Like, do you have a
I
sister?
have a small older brother and mom and dad and dogs.
Just you and your brother?
Yeah.
You guys don't like butt heads,
none
fight.
whatsoever. Like I just called my
It's
dad
like,
for his birthday
"Mommy's
last
paying
week."
my
No,
phone
I'm
bill,
just-
not
and then-
yours.
But we're so close. I just tell him, like, dude, you're being an asshole. You know what I mean? And
Oh,
it's like-
wow.
and it's
Okay,
like,
now
"Oh,
we're
yeah,
getting
you're right."
somewhere.
You know what I mean? Like it's like this whole
Well, what's
drama.
his sign?
He's 4 days before me, so Pisces.
Oh, you guys are Pisces on
I
Pisces.
just like I've never had an issue with my brother where it's not like, dude, let's just talk this out. Where I unfollow you on Twitter and go on my podcast and cry about it.
Oh my god.
And have exes go on their podcast and cry about it.
So you guys aren't messy.
No, and I think even if you were, you would just hash it out. Like,
Do you guys get like in arguments
bizarre.
about your parents?
Sure, yeah. I mean, why?
Okay, so there's some family drama.
No,
You're
but,
trying
like,
to dumb it down, but you just said you called your brother an asshole.
Well, yeah, if he's being one, yeah. I mean, if Brooklyn really feels that Romeo's doing him dirty, he's gonna call him in, then we'll hash it out. Why am I not going to mom and dad's birthday over you, crybaby?
Oh, so we're back on the Brooklyn.
Well, I don't know. The Tish thing, I don't know. There's too many names. Anyways, all right, let's move on. Paul
All
Pierce,
right.
something I actually know, sports.
Okay.
Last night, the Celtics and the Knicks participated in Game 2.
I could care less.
I'm sorry. Maybe I'll get some brother and mother drama in here eventually. All right. They are playing Game 2 of a series, a huge playoff series. Celtics, Knicks, two of the most storied franchises in sports.
Like Backstreet Boys versus NSYNC.
NSYNC, exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, I'm in.
The Celtics are the favorites. They were last year's champions. Everyone thought they'd beat the Knicks, maybe not easily, but relatively 6-5 games. Well, the Knicks not only came back and won Game 1, but they came back and won Game 2. But prior to the win in Game 2, Paul Pierce went on his show. I believe it's called Speak. It's on Fox Sports 1. And he
he should have not spoken.
Yeah, oh yeah. And his nickname is The Truth, and he should have said the not truth there. He was speaking, and he was saying, I do not think the Celtics are going to lose tonight. And he was so confident, he said, I will literally walk from my house in the Valley, which, if you're unfamiliar in LA, is like 30 miles from anywhere close to anything.
Yeah, I think people forget, like, when we say LA,
Right.
it's not like, a short distance.
Right.
LA is massive.
Right.
You could be driving for an hour and a half. You're still in LA County. And when we say LA, we mean LA County, okay? LA, no one knows where LA City really is.
Right.
Okay, continue.
So he was adamant that the Celtics were winning. He said, not only will I walk to work, I will do it in my bathrobe, I will do it in slippers, and oh, by the way, I'm going to bet my house. Obviously, the Celtics go out and lose.
God.
The Celtics go out and lose in like tragic fashion.
Did he bet?
They were, well, I don't know about the house part, but we'll get into the second part of it. The Celtics lose. They blew a huge lead. The Knicks came back. It's the second time they've blown a huge lead. There was fights outside the stadium. So dramatic.
Gosh.
Everybody's so mad at the Celtics if you're a Boston fan, obviously. And Paul wakes up this morning and he tweets out, I'm getting ready to walk to work. He posts a map of his journey.
Okay.
It's roughly 20 miles. It's roughly 8 hours if he does it in full.
Holy
And as of
cow.
10 a.m., he's been wandering the streets of the Valley, filming himself
Well,
in his
now
bathrobe.
he's in like Canoga Park.
So
we're
look,
here at work. We're like following his journey on a map.
Yeah.
He's been posting
but
too.
I don't know. It feels a little sus to me because he's the last we saw of him was about 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, and then before that it was 2 hours before.
And he's north of where he needs to be, and he's alleging that he's halfway there. So I think he's just kind of doing a walk around the park for a couple hours.
And getting in a car, driving
pretending
around.
I walked. And to be honest, he's fulfilling kind of a little bit of the bet. He's walking probably a few miles, but he's definitely not going down the 405,
right?
Making a left on the 10 east, and
yeah, LA is not walkable, you guys. So that's why it's shocking.
No. I think he's just putting on a ruse right now, like paying off the bet as well as he can, walking for 2-3 hours.
And he works at 2 p.m.
Right. His show starts at 2 p.m. It's again 10 a.m. He started walking earlier. He's clearly walking, but there's no way, if you look at some of the background imagery of the videos, there's no way he's actually doing this walk, because he'd be in the mountains right now or he'd be on the freeway, So, but to his credit, I mean, that he is walking, he is sweating, he is doing at least partial the bet, and
we just don't buy it, though.
Yeah, he's not walking the full 20 miles, up hills and through mountains.
You know what? I want to see him in like the Angeles National Forest, walking it out with like a walking stick. Like,
we'll see how far he takes his ruse, because like I said, the last one he was like, yeah, I'm at this DreamWorks Studios or whatever, and those are even farther than when he initially started. So like I said, I think he's just walking around his neighborhood, his blocks, and pretending to walk the trek. But again, we're not seeing him in the parks and in the brush.
We sent camera guy or camera girl,
Jordan,
to go find him.
Hopefully she finds him.
Anything yet?
Not that I know of here. Nope, nothing.
Wow. Oh. Okay.
Yeah, so we'll see.
I was hoping it would be a good episode there.
I can make one up. I mean.
All right. Well, do you walk a lot, Ed?
All the time.
What do you do for exercise?
I go to the gym over here. They just remodeled. It's amazing.
Oh, it was already pretty nice.
Squat racks and everything. I'm a big squat rack guy. Like, I don't understand how people go to the gym and do like the abductor machine. Like, get under a squat.
You're losing me. You're losing
squat,
me.
I
like, did go into, we have like a gym here in the complex. I did go there for a good minute, because for Halloween last year, me and a couple other girls here, shout out to Wanda and RIP Serenity. RIP meaning she's no longer here. I know. She's just not here at TMZ. But we dressed up as the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. And we would go and practice the Thunderstruck routine in there. It was nice.
Yeah, it just doesn't have any squat racks. You can't squat. You can't bench press.
I want to see you do a high kick. Oh God. All right.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty good. You're not okay. The leg that's down on the floor, you're not supposed to bend that one. You have to keep that straight. So now try it again. I'm perfect. I'm critiquing. Now keep this leg. Okay. Wow, that was pretty good. He is gonna be limping back to his desk after this. You know what? Charlie Cottonwood.
I'm sweating. That one kind of got me a little bit.
Wow, you are sweating a little bit. All
right.
I thought you were doing squat racks.
Well,
Why did that just
high kick?
That put you in a coma right now.
All right,
one little kick.
We gotta go. I gotta go back to work, Charlie.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. And everyone stretch in the morning so you can touch your toes, unlike Edward over here, who needs a wheelchair out of this podcast. Bye, guys. See you tomorrow.